From Oneida Shores Lake Park in Brewerton, Time Warner Cable Sports presents the ESPN2 Time Warner Cable Beach Volleyball Blowout. It's the Competitive Fours Finals. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Oneida Shores Lake Park. My name is Jim Lurch. Joining me now, Rob Malvasi. Rob, you're a co-director of this tournament. Talk a little bit about what the tournament is.
Well, today we're here to benefit the RLS Career Center, and we've brought in 30 teams as a result of that. And today you're going to see the advanced fours. You're going to see the best out of three match, and I look forward to a great match, and I think it's going to be really exciting.
Well, we're excited about it. Take a quick time out. We come back, we'll talk to Rebecca Livengood of the RLS Career Center right after this on Time Warner Cable Sports. Well, welcome back, and joining me now is Rebecca Livengood, the Executive Director of RLS Services. The question I have for you, what is RLS?
The RLS Career Center is a wonderful place, nonprofit organization in Syracuse, to come and look for a new job, or if you're unemployed, or a first job, or to search for a new career.
Another question I have from you, you guys have a little 5-point plan. Talk to me about that.
Yes, we certainly do. We offer our services in 5 programs. We have one-to-one career planning for an individual who comes in and wants, as I said, to find a new job or a new career. We also have a displaced homemakers program for women who have been out of the workforce for some time, taking care of their families, and are forced back into the workplace. We have the Education Information Center, which provides information on education and training programs for adults, all job and career oriented. We also provide services to corporations and their employees, and we have our Career Resource Center for everyone to use. It supports all those efforts, has internet connections, and basically a library of job search information.
Well, sounds like a terrific program. How would you get involved?
Oh, it's easy to get involved. We have free information sessions twice a week, Tuesdays at noon and Thursdays at 7 p.m. And you can register for these sessions by calling 446-0500, 446-0500.
Well, we thank you and RLS, as usual, for being involved in this event. We'll take a quick time out. When we come back, the Competitive Fours Finals coming up on Time Warner Cable Sports. Well, welcome back to Oneida Shores Lake Park. Our regional sponsor today is Carrier Corporation. And let's take a look at some of the corporate sponsors as well. Carrier, known for their global leadership, headquartered in Syracuse, New York. On the corporate side, KMPG Pete Marwick, LLP, the global leader in accounting, tax, and business advisory services. Niagara Mohawk, serving Central New York and helping you get the best of energy. Price Waterhouse, LLP, where the companies that range from the largest multinational to the most innovative startups turn for professional services. Stearns and Wheeler, practical solutions for a changing environment. Greed and Sifter, and Onondaga County Parks. We thank them all. And we are about to come underway here with the Competitive Fours. There's our referees for today's match, Peg DeFurio and Jim Van Dyke. We're looking forward to a very competitive match here, the Competitive Fours. Here we go. We'll get you the teams and the lineups in just a moment. Quick spike and a point immediately. That is Healthcare Data Systems on the left. On your right, Zelectra Sport. That's that sport drink, Zelectra. They're all wearing the tank tops on that side. Zelectra serving, nothing.
It's going to be a tough day over there.
Oh, we should mention that gentleman there. That's David Jack. He is 32 years old, and you may know his wife, Felicia Leggett Jack, who's an assistant coach of basketball at Syracuse University with the Syracuse Orange Women. And he can get up and he can play.
David was here last year as a referee. Oh, pretty block. Uh-oh.
Beautiful block by Mike Keating, and there's a little war between those two guys. They're about the same height.
Yeah, let's take a look here. Perfect timing,
look at this.
1-on-1.
Boom. Mike Keating, showing no fear, goes up by himself and puts it away.
I mentioned earlier David was a referee here last year. He had knee surgery at the time, so it's good to see him back and healthy.
Healthcare serves on that, trailing 0-1. Boom.
Oh, a lot of
Beautiful
action
block.
at the
This
net.
time the other way around. Ted Binder, 31 years old, financial consultant for Key Investments, comes up with the block there.
Yeah, way over the net. Perfect timing. Again, when we've got 4 people on a team there, you're going to see a lot of one-on-one blocking, and that's usually pretty difficult. But Ted was in perfect position and played that just correctly, perfectly played. Joy's covering the background. David's setting, which is a little unusual for him.
Comes a set. Deep. That would have
Nice
gone out,
up.
but she saved it anyway. Great up. And that one sails wide.
Ted kind of got his body turned up there in the air a little bit and just pulled the ball wide on the line.
I'll run through the lineups for you. On the left side of your screen is Healthcare Data Systems. J.J. O'Connell, he has no shades on. And Mike Keating is the tall guy with the shades. He's up by the net. Brenda Van Druff has the blonde hair, wearing the sunglasses. And Tracy Van Dyke, the other woman on the team. Then on the right side's Electra Sport, David Jack. And we've got Joy Binder. She's the blonde-haired woman on the right of your screen. Paige Carson, 22 years old. And Ted Binder, he's got the mustache.
2 silly mistakes there early on Ted. Really not outstanding sets, but instead of just playing the ball over the net, he tried to power it, and both times he puts the ball into the net.
2 serving 1, and that serve goes long.
And Joy and Ted are married, and it's unusual because they've been out here at the beach for a lot of years playing, but I don't think I've ever seen them on the same team before. So this should be interesting.
Big spike, but that one goes into the net.
Looks like Tracy's going to set all the way around.
2-2 your score. There's Electra serving.
Nice set, but really not appropriate timing on the hit. Nice recovery by JJ.
Can't save it. And a change of sides. 3-2 as Electra has the lead.
And the healthcare data systems team, I think, is going to be at a little bit disadvantage as far as speed, too. I don't think they're going to cover the court quite as well as far as speed. But when Tracy's on, she's an outstanding setter. There's a beautiful set there. Ball hits the top of the net, but you know, effective because it goes over. When you're seeing 4 and 4 on a team, there's going to be times when the hitters will go up to hit the ball, and the blocker may not even be in position at all. So David Jack kind of had a free swing on that play. A little bit more difficult with 4 people because you've got so much territory to cover. And nice serve.
Oof.
Jump serve.
That was Paige Carson on the nice jump serve. The ball ends up dropping on Electra's side. Side out. 2 serving 4.
Yeah, how much there?
Not going to see the same kind of rallies that we saw, I think, in the sixes. We've got some real big hitters on both.
Yeah, you're going to see the ball go down a lot quicker here. Boy, Ted is all over that. They overset. That ball was out.
And that went wide. Tried to go sharp angle. That was Mike Keating.
Mike's got the height to go even with both David and Ted. So far, it's been pretty evenly played at the net.
There's a good set. A little behind him. Couldn't really get a spike on it. Turns into a point.
Again, David's not only a strong power hitter, but a smart player. He could have pounded that ball down, but instead he plays the smart shot to the open spot and is able to get the ball back.
Now you want to talk about experience. 15 years of volleyball experience for David Jack. He was on the Jamaica national team. He's a 6-time All-American and a USA Open championships he's also played in. So boy, he has got some resume.
And when you grow up in Jamaica, you know, you grow up in the beach. So he started playing on the beach when he first started to play volleyball. Similar to a lot of the people who grow up over in California, you see they'll start playing at a younger age. In Rochester, they play at a younger age. They've got a lot of activity at Charlotte Beach in Rochester. And now we're up at Oneida Shores, and you see a lot of the younger kids starting here, too. So get a little head start. Don't always have the opportunity to play indoor ball.
Carrier Corporation, one of our sponsors, as you saw there. There's a little rally going. Ooh, missed time, didn't manage to get it over. Here we come the other way. Set was behind him. Here comes a good set. Look out, he went wide.
Yeah, I think they're just all trying to come up with their timing. They've both had, you know, really outstanding matches throughout the day. They really haven't been challenged, so. Kind of in the early stages here where they're feeling each other out. Not much on the set at all. Oh, there's an excellent set. They call a touch.
Point will go to Healthcare Data Systems. Score now 4-4.
Yeah, touch all the way on David.
J.J. O'Connell serving. Big jump serve, but it went wide.
Got a couple coaches out there, too. If I remember correctly, this year David coached Liverpool High School women's junior varsity team and boys in Central Square, and J.J. coaches for Auburn High School women's team this year as well.
Set. Ooh, and a big spike.
That's a nice line.
Jack puts it away.
Yeah, David's kind of a legend in this area. It's a big hitter, smart player.
Look at
see right here.
Boom. Wow.
Interesting to see him getting out of the sand, you know, with the work that he had done on his knee. This is the first time I've seen him since he's been back on the court.
He's wearing a small brace on his left knee, but looks like he's not having any problems with it.
He's got big hands. Can really get a lot of rotation on that ball.
That goes into the net, and we'll switch sides, 6-4.
We saw the intermediate sixes at the RLS tournament, and that was very competitive, and so far we're off to a pretty similar start here. Oh, smart.
That was a lecture with a nice serve. That was Ted Binder, and it's 7-4. They lead.
The defensive setup on the serve is different in fours because you've got really two players on the cross side close, and then you have one player in the back, and Ted kind of put the ball right in the middle. This time he goes long and tries to cross him up. It's a good pass by Brendan.
You also need 4 really strong players.
Yeah, you've got to really be able to incorporate all the skills at this level, because when you're playing sixes, you can pretty much cover up for your weaknesses. If you're not a hitter, you can pass or set, and if you're not a setter, you usually can get away with hitting or passing. And in fours, you've really got to do all the jobs, so it's a little bit different. So far, the strategy seems to be the ladies are setting and the guys are hitting. Part of the reason for that is the net height is at the men's net height, which is you know, a full foot higher than in women's play. And all co-ed matches are running that height of the net.
Oh,
great block.
What a block.
Great hit.
Point still alive. Here it comes again. This time into the net.
Little flat-footed, getting up in the air. She's limping or hobbling a little bit.
So 5 serving 8. Here's a replay on it. Let's watch the block.
Yeah.
Well, that was the end of the point there.
Yeah, and the ball was really set low, and David wasn't in a position to get the ball over.
This time Ted Binder steps up, puts it away.
These teams have been playing all day as well, so you're looking at this point in time, 7-8 hours of volleyball playing. So if you do have an injury or a sore joint or an ankle or a knee, it could really catch up to you at this point.
No.
And the serve goes out. So the side out comes the other way. 5 serving 8. It's Healthcare Data Systems, HCDS. Make it a little easier to say.
Yeah, it's a good one. Geez, that's 3 or 4. He's really mistimed.
6 serving 8 now.
Doesn't seem to be getting up as high as he usually. I'm used to him seeing him get up in past years.
It's a nice view from behind.
Go to Ted and see if they can turn it around.
Good set.
Great set.
Wow.
Smart play.
Great back set. And Mike Keating puts it away. Mike, 33 years old, married. He's got 2 dogs, and he is a dentist.
Yeah, David gets all the attention, but Mike is a player. He's big.
There's a good look at David. Already working up a sweat. 8-7's Electra on top.
Tough set.
Too close to the net.
JJ's under the net on that play. It's legal to go. It's legal to go underneath the net, but it's illegal to touch or interfere with a player. So actually, he ran into the player on the opposite side. That would have been called a fault either way.
Side out to Electra. They lead 8-7.
Excellent set again. JJ's way up in the air on that play. Really effortless as far as his approach to the net on that hit.
JJ has played 9 years at SUNY Cortland, 3 times in the Empire State Games. He's the assistant volleyball coach at Ferris State University.
Oh, nice play, Brenda. Ted's all over that one. Again, you'll see a lot of one-on-one blocking. Very little opportunity for 2 people to cover the net because you leave too much space open in the back. So, and
Joy Bonder on the serve.
An indoor ball, when you're playing 6 on a team, you know, you can have up to 3 people blocking. So, a lot more opportunities at the net than beach ball. Less blocking.
Set comes wide. Good save, got the fist on it. Wow. There's a set. Quick up, nice block.
Blocks.
Another set.
Oh, nice set by Mike.
Good night. So everybody on that HCDS team looks like they can set the ball.
Yeah, they really they seem to be a little bit more in sync as far as knowing what each other's doing at any given time than David's team at this point, but that could change.
JJ on the serve.
Oof. Nice up, Tracy.
Still alive. Ted tries to dink it, and he hits it right into the net. Got a little too soft there.
Yeah. He had the right idea, though. Another 3 inches, and there was nobody there.
So that'll be 8 serving 9. This has really turned into a game.
I think going in, there really isn't a clear favorite. You know, the pool play was pretty even throughout the day, so. Again, there's an endurance factor and a fatigue factor here because it is late in the day and they have been playing all day.
Good block, but this time it goes out.
Yeah. Mike's in perfect position to play the ball, but if you look here, you'll see he turns his hands out as opposed to turning his hands in.
And one hand kind of got in front of the other.
That's a big timing issue. You know, as you're going up, you're trying to put yourself in the correct position. And when you're by yourself on the block, it's going to be a lot more difficult because you got to cover the whole thing.
That sailed wide. Big jump serve from Ted on that last point. 10 serving 8.
Seems to be a few clouds have come in, so the sun doesn't seem to be as much as a factor as it was earlier in the day.
Service hits the net. It'll go side out to HCDS.
Very little breeze, so pretty evenly matched on either side of the court at this time as far as the environmental issues with the wind and the sun. Double hit.
Pick up a point. 9 serving 10. It's a good look at Joy Binder.
Pretty up by Page. Nice. Line was wide open. Ted goes long.
Sometimes it's not how hard you hit it, but finding the spot where the vacant court is. You don't got to slam it every time.
Ted's more of a power player. I think he thrives on pounding the ball down, but he is getting smarter, and he made a couple smart plays earlier, but that one he just pounded it a little bit long on the side.
Well, he's found another good power player to play with, and David Jack was also showing that he really has some power. 10-10 the score.
We had a lot of rain here earlier.
And let's take a look at our court sponsors while we have a moment. Coopers and Lybrand, Hancock and Estabrook, O'Brien and Gear, the Sutton Companies, Syracuse Supply, Mutual of New York Insurance Company, SBU Mortgage Corporation, and Plainville Farms. We thank them all for being our court sponsors today. Now back to live action. Still 10-10. It's Electra to serve. It's Paige Carson, the lefty. Short set. Ooh,
quick set
went for the quick set. Here comes Ted Binder.
Yes, they call it touch.
Wow, was touched. So they get a point, 11-10.
I
was going to say, how much does sun become a factor when it gets low? But the way this court is set up, it kind of comes right from the midcourt straight across.
I would say in most cases the team on the left side of your screen is going to be at a little bit of a disadvantage later on in the day. And of course we're at almost 6 o'clock now. But it looks like the cloud cover has come in just a little bit, so it's kind of shaded it to the point where it's not really that much of a distraction. But they do switch on every multiple of 5 to the other side of the court, so that makes an even advantage or disadvantage to both teams.
We'll go side out to Electra. They lead 11-10.
It's the top of the net here, I think. Oh no, I actually hit the block and then still stayed in the court. Wow, did he toss that ball up high?
Went out. Side out the other way.
We've got about 10 feet behind the back of the end line, so they really don't have a lot of extra room. Somebody like David might be able to take advantage of a longer court with the type of serve that he has. There's JJ.
Nice drop.
That's smart.
Very smart play by J.J. O'Connor.
It's really a decoy type of play because when he first comes out of the sand, it looks like he's ready to pound the ball, as you can see here. But sure enough, halfway through, before while Ted's already up in the air, he kind of just taps it over the block. Oh, pretty.
Quick set, and David Jack puts it away. 11 apiece. Very competitive first game. This is the best out of 3.
But as far as velocity goes, when David's on, you won't see anybody put the ball down with more power than he would. Nice up.
Joyce sets David. David just punches it over. And here's JJ. Goes line.
Boy, he is a smart player. You get a lot of court to use here, when you've got four people on it. So some players are skilled enough on the way up to be able to look where the open court is, and other times they'll get the communication from one of their teammates as to where the open court is, and the better players can get the ball there.
12-11 as David hits it into the net, trying to put down a big spike.
Really doesn't seem to be getting out of the sand the same way.
Yeah.
He's not quite up as high as he usually would be. Oh, in.
Right on the line. I saw that tape move.
That's Keith Aiden on the lines there. It's a tough job to make those calls. You could stand there for 5 or 10 minutes and do nothing, and then at one moment you'll have a crucial decision to make.
13 serving 11, and that
Definitely
serve
long.
way too hard. JJ with a smile on his face.
Well, he got the first one. I think he's still happy about that. Let's see what Ted does here if he goes with the jump serve. Nice up by Brenda. Right in the center, right behind the blocker. That whole middle is going to be open because if you look at the setup on these 4s, it's mainly going to be in the area of a diamond. You're going to have a player up in the front in the middle, a player up or further in the back in the middle, and then 2 on the sides in the shape of the diamond, which is going to leave the center open most of the time.
13 serving 11 here.
Big hit.
Nice save, but it went out.
Pretty play by. Crowd gives Tracy a good hand.
I'll tell you, Tracy Van Dyke is awful brave.
Yeah.
To get in front of the shot hit there by David Jack. And
she's on the difficult end of it.
Tracy, 31 years old, married, customer support account manager at Healthcare Data Systems.
And her husband Jim actually was on the intermediate 6s at the tournament and took first place in the 6s. Unlike Joy and Ted, who are playing on the same team, Tracy and Jim chose to play on different teams, actually in different divisions. Yeah, David's not even going up with the jump serve. Still effective.
Oh, it's 12 serving 13. This one's going right down to the wire. Seems to be the hard-hitting team of Zelectra against a little bit more finesse team of Healthcare, but they can put it down as well. They've played a smart game so far.
Yeah, they really a little bit more intelligent, and then the Zelectra team seems to be playing a little bit more power.
Now 13 serving 12 on the missed serve.
Oh, that's nice.
Great set.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
He was up that time.
Yeah, when it's that close to the net and that perfectly set, that thing's going straight down.
Yeah, that was well within the 10-foot line.
So side out, 12 serving 13. And Joy will serve here, a fitness consultant for Corporate America Fitness. Her and Ted with a 15-month-old son, Jacob. We say hello to him.
A little mistiming there. It was actually a pretty good set, but the timing that Mike went up with wasn't quite on.
Side out there, so it's locked up at 13. HCDS with the serve. JJ will go jump.
Oh,
and they moved away from it, and that was in. Point game.
Yeah, I think we said earlier it's all about communication, and that was two people are in position to play that ball, and neither were making attempts, so someone's not talking. This is going to be, oh, actually, you can get a hit out of here. This will be a big hit. Oof. Straight down.
13 serving 14. Is Electra still alive? Here's a replay. Look at this.
Yeah, he's way out of the sand that time. He's getting into it now.
Back to live. Ted with the jump serve. Nice set.
Go to JJ.
JJ, bang. He has been money.
Boy, he's smart.
It's not that tall, but he can jump, and he knows where to put the ball.
Yeah, he's really a skilled player. He could play any of the positions on a indoor 6 team. He could set, pass, hit, serve. He can do it all, block. He's quick. Not quick enough on that play, though.
Ted goes up the line, gets the serve back. That was a point game there. Opportunity to win. Now it comes back to Electra for the serve.
That was a great hit. Little confusion on the serve there. Of course, up here at the beach, we're not using whistles because of the lifeguards, so you have to wait for the referee to actually say the word service before you can serve the ball. Most people are used to listening for a whistle, but in this case, we can't use them.
That time, David goes soft up the line, finds the hole, and it's tied at 14.
We're getting used to this.
Yep. It's been happening all day long. It's been a really competitive tournament.
Oh, they go with the double block. That's a chance, you know. Less people to play the ball on defense, but it works that time.
Now Electra gets its first game point.
That was great.
HCDS had one earlier, could not convert. 15-14. And that one is good. Wow. Off the net,
Got
and it
lucky.
landed just inside the line. Side out.
And when you play with 4 on a team, it's a little bit different than 6. And the 6s, you're either a front row player or a back row player. But on the 4s, you could play front row all the way around all the time. So you can block on every single rotation. You can hit on every single rotation from the front line.
So Electra takes the serve right back. As David Jack puts one down. David also the advertising manager of the Daily Orange, student newspaper at Syracuse University. Gets a little break from that during the summer. They only put out a couple of issues during the summer as the students are away.
Plenty of time to go to the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll go up and down the whole East Coast. He'll be back here for the at Oneida Shores for the New York State Outdoor Volleyball Championships in July, and he'll probably be on the Jersey Shore 2 or 3 times playing on the beach down there as well.
Well, David goes for the soft serve, but he hits it out. And now it's 14 serving 15.
Which goes
Good
back.
set.
Yes, great
Oh,
play. Boy, when
Nice
Ted
find.
is on, he can play. At times a little bit inconsistent, but when he's on, he can play. And that was an outstanding hit.
So another chance to win the game here. 15-14 is Electra serving.
Oh,
Good set, but it went off the block and out. So HCDS stays alive. 14 serving 15. This has been a great match. Little poke over.
Pass, yep. Big block.
Big block by Ted. So another chance to win here. Watch the block.
Yeah, gets down in that crouch position and gets a little extra jump on that block, and just enough to put the ball down. Let's see what he does with the serve here at game point. Going to play it safe? No, he's going to go with the jump.
It's got rotation
for the win.
Yeah, that thing was spinning down. He got the top spin on it. And that is the end of game number 1, 16-14.
Good decision.
The final score. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with game number 2 of the competitive fours. Boy, it's been great right here on Time Warner Cable Sports. Back at Oneida Shores Lake Park, it's the Time Warner Cable ESPN2 Beach Volleyball Blowout, benefiting the RLS Career Center. Our regional sponsor is Carrier Corporation, known for their global leadership, headquartered in Syracuse, New York. And how about some of those corporate sponsors? KPMG Pete Marwick LLP, the global leader in accounting, tax, and business advisory services. Niagara Mohawk, serving Central New York and helping you get the best of energy. Price Waterhouse LLP, where the companies that range from the largest multinational to the most innovative startups turn for professional services. Stearns & Wheeler, practical solutions for a changing environment. Green and Seifter and Onondaga County Parks. We thank them all for sponsoring today's event. As we come back to live action of the competitive fours, game number 1 went to Electra, 16-14. Jim Lurch joined by Rob Malvasi. And Rob, we have seen a lot of competitive volleyball today.
Yeah, we've had 30 teams out here, all for a great cause to benefit the RLS Career Center. And at this point, we're down to the finals and the competitive fours. And these teams have been at it since about 8 o'clock this morning. We're looking at about 6 o'clock at night, so you got about 8-9 hours of volleyball. And all this to see who's going to walk away with the Beach Volleyball Blowout Championships. And again, this match, best out of 3, is for $1,000.
Not too bad. I think the runner-up even gets some funds, too.
Yes,
so.
$500 for second.
Yeah.
Not a bad way to spend the day.
No, not a bad way at all.
And, you know, all these teams went out and recruited sponsors. A lot of them work for companies that sponsored them here. And, again, it's all for a great cause for RLS. And a lot of people stuck around to see the ending and the finals, and we're really happy about that.
Nice quick set.
We got a neck call from the down ref here, Jimmy.
Look at these two teams. Electra now 7-0 on the tournament. They were 6-0 coming into this match, and Healthcare Services now they were 5-1 coming in, so they're 5-2 now. They lost the first game.
Yeah, I think their only loss, they crossed over in pool play earlier, so they actually did play Electra once, and that was where their defeat was. So they've lost to them twice now. But very competitive this last time, so maybe they can turn it around here.
There's JJ putting a spike down in the back. He's been a solid player today. JJ O'Connell, assistant volleyball coach, Ferris State University, 26 years old.
Again, really smart, really is very intelligent with the location of the ball. If you got the power, you don't have to worry about the location. There's the power.
Got a piece of the net, but fell over. Side out to Electra. No score. Game number 2. Here we see it. Nice high set.
Yeah, that's the way he likes him. Give him plenty of time to see the court. Okay, again, another service area. A number of those really throughout the day.
So now Tracy Van Dyke will serve.
Tough set. Great save.
And will it go out? Yes, it will.
Brenda had enough time there to look at the line and make a decision, so she made the right one. I think she got a little help from JJ.
Finally 1-0 now.
This would be a big hit here. Out.
Out. Just missed. This Electra team, tons of power. They get a chance to spike. They spike it. 2-0.
You know, it all starts with a nice pass and a nice set. You'll see time after time. Really, that's been Paige and Joy's job throughout the day, is to set and pass and set the ball pretty much, and they've been right on throughout. We couldn't be talking about any of those power hits without the setup prior to the hit.
David caught JJ going the wrong way on the last one. There's a nice set. Tough angle at the net. Good save.
I don't know here. Yeah.
So HCDS up 2-0. Gets the serve back. Side out, 2 serving 0.
We're going to see if this goes 2 or 3 games here today.
Nice block. That's big Mike Keating, the dentist. Volleyball experience, 19 years. Played on the USA Junior National Team out of the University of Pittsburgh. 16 years in the Empire State Games. This is a guy that's played a lot of volleyball.
Oh, Mike plays that ball way out of bounds. Doesn't matter.
And then he puts it away. Look at that spike, boom. 4-0. HCDS lost the first game 16-14, so they need to get a win here to send it to a third. High set, big hit, but it's out.
Yeah, that ball's set a little too far away from the net for David's taste. She had it about 4 or 5 feet off. He likes it right about 1 or 2 feet off the net, nice and high. Plenty of time to get under the ball. Then his angle is completely changed. He puts the ball straight down. Doesn't have to worry about whether he sends it long or not.
So HCDS up 5-0. They have to serve.
Again, another great pass, great set. Sets up the hit. Really outstanding.
Ted hits it long. It's now 6-0. Ooh.
Just kind of muscled that one through.
Yep. Mike was there for the block. Couldn't send it back over the net. It went straight down into the net.
A little bit difficult once it hits the net, you know, for the blocker to still be in the correct position.
So now 0 serving 6.
Really turned this around.
Yep. Sport of volleyball, it's that way. It's a very streaky sport.
Yeah. You got to get it while you can.
Wow.
Great up.
Great up by Joy Binder.
Oh, and they lose it.
They can't get it. The ball went under the net too far.
They should have played it over on the second hit there, because Joy's save put it so close to the net. Really, there was no chance to set it. But that's outstanding, just to be able to get that ball up. Perfect pass. Oh,
Good
here we
set.
go here.
Look out.
Yeah.
Straight down into the
Put
ground.
the ball where he wants it.
So a side out. Still 0 serving 6.
Paige got that nice, soft, left-handed serve. Smart.
JJ tried the dink, and he hit it right into the net.
Jeez. Good idea. Just didn't execute. Well, Zellektor got their point, so let's see what happens now. That's
Wow.
legal.
Quick
That's legal.
serve. So the husband-wife duo of Joy and Ted Binder saving that one and getting the point.
Yeah, Ted was in a really difficult position to play that ball. He could have got called for a carry, but really he snapped it out of him quickly enough so that it was a legal play, and Joy made an outstanding dig.
Big set for JJ.
Big
Nice
block
save.
by Ted.
And back the other way.
There you go.
It's in. 3 serving 6. So Lecture is bringing the power. Brenda.
This is a good rotation for them.
Nice low serve by Brenda. Wow, and from deep.
Well, they got the side out there. They hit some momentum. Let's see if they can get the ball back right away now. Yeah, Mike like to get a couple of points right here. Try to widen that gap. Let's see what kind of serve he decides to go with.
Mike to serve.
Playing it safe. Perfect pass.
Set.
Excellent set.
Bang. Off the
And that's
block.
going to be the result.
So the side out comes to Zelectra. 3 serving 6. We're in game number 2. Zelectra won the first game, 16-14. They're undefeated so far in the tournament, 7-0.
Oh, tough play by Tracy. Going right to David all the time now. Is that in? Ball's out.
Little girl wandering onto the edge of the court there. Let's see if we can get a peek at her. Her dad picked her up and took her off.
Yeah, I don't think she registered this morning. Oh, here we go. Yeah, when Ted is on, boy, he can be effective. He's really got this going now.
Here's the replay.
A lot of height, a lot of power.
Bang. So 3 serving 6. There's a good look at Ted. His wife Joy to serve here.
Excellent pass.
Good set. JJ goes for the dink.
Smart play.
Ted managed to keep it alive.
Oh, Mike goes over on 1.
And Mike Keating puts it away.
No chance to defend that.
He saw the opening. So 6 serving 3.
Again, we mentioned that earlier. No matter what position you start in the rotation, you can play the front row in 4s. So you don't have to think twice about where your position on the court would be.
Nice dig there.
Let's see what she does with the set.
Zelectra with the set.
He liked it.
And good night. Up the line. And David Jack puts it away. Side out.
We're talking about $1,000 here, so you really have to go with what works. And Joy's making the decisions, and she's going with David, and he's doing the job.
You see that little girl behind the server. Good dig.
Oh, great set.
Great set from that position. And then a better block that puts it away. So change of sides. 6-4 your score. HCDS on top of Zelectra. Like I said, the sun has kind of gone in now. It's just a little bit of sunshine. Kind of creeping through the clouds. ESPN2, we'd like to thank them. One of our sponsors.
Ted goes with the jump serve. JJ with an outstanding pass.
And a nice little dink.
Mr. Smart play.
He's been doing it all day.
Why not?
And they get the serve back.
Yeah, I love the way he fakes this because it really looks like he's going to go and hammer that ball. Blocker has no choice but to go up. Great serve. Nice up. Well, that's a little too far off the net.
Yep, and he hit it out.
Most of the time, that's the result.
So 7-4 now. HCDS hanging in there. They need this game to send it to a third. They lost the first game. Ted down from the far side. Nice save by Jay. JJ.
Oh,
good
nice
dig.
job, David.
Pokes it over, and net violation.
Michael, yeah, honor call on Mike, but I think the referees had it. Michael was in the net.
That are the makings of a good rally.
Yeah, he's just a little bit out of great.
Good dig. Wow, he really get down.
Yeah. And then come right back to play the ball over.
Look at that. You see him grab the net there. He knew it.
Yeah, he's giving him an honor call because they may or may not have had it. They probably did, but nothing wrong with being honest.
Back at live action, 7-4.
There's Tracy.
I'll tell you, she doesn't back away.
No, she's been in that side waiting for the ball from David all day long. She's got quite a few of them too, actually.
Tracy went to Fayetteville Manlius High School and Oswego State College.
Let's see what happens here.
Little poke over there. And it's going to stay with HCDS.
Ted's looking to see if there's a net call, but look legal.
So side out comes to them. 7-4 they lead. Here comes
That's
a big
little
set.
bit better.
Oh. Off the block.
touch.
Side out.
Yeah, he's getting way up now. We got a touch. And just barely touch on the ball.
Good soft set. Nice block. And what a
great
dig.
play by Tracy. What an up. Big rally.
Wow. And then Mike just puts it away on the block. The big hands.
And they might have called Ted on hands with that set. I'm not even sure. But either way, the HCDS team gets the ball back.
7 serving 4. We're in game 2. Big block, but it's still in play.
Oh, I like the way she decided to go back to 10.
And hit it wide.
Yeah. I don't think he was expecting it. He actually hit it with his wrong hand.
So now 8-4. 4-point lead for Healthcare Data Systems. It's Brenda Van Druff serving.
Smart play.
Mike goes deep. Smart play.
Deep center. Joy was creeping up to the front. Pretty much wide open.
Another point, 9-4.
Do you think we're going to go 3 here, Jim, or?
It's looking that way.
We're going to do it in 2.
Sometimes it's tough to beat a team 3 straight times in a tournament when they're so close in quality.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You're bound to have a good game here or there. But Selectra was down a few points last time, and they managed to take the game, so.
Let's see what Ted does here with the serve. Tough play.
Had to poke that over. No chance to get a set.
Joy on the hit.
Well, they'll have a chance here. JJ, woof.
Great up. Smart play by David.
Another chance to set. JJ goes again, punches it over, and he does it again. Poked it down the line, and they get the serve back.
Got to be 5-6 times today. Smart play all the way.
Watch the wind up,
big
then.
hit. Halfway through.
Just pokes it over.
Joy did a nice job actually playing that ball on an indoor court. That would have been called a pancake, and it might have popped right up off her hand, but in the sand, it kind of just died.
Good set.
It's a little closer.
David just pounds that cross court into the ground. Side out, 4
there.
serving 9.
Anything 5 feet from the net or closer.
If it's up that high,
It's
forget
done.
it. Yeah.
He was questioning the ref on something, I'm not sure what.
HCDS has done a good job keeping Selectra off balance this game. That one off the block.
He just mistimes it.
So it's 5 serving 9.
Yeah, they need one here to get off the snide.
Left-hander Paige Carson with the serve into the net. Paige, a customer support rep at HCDS. Single, 22 years old. Has played 10 years of indoor, 3 years of outdoor volleyball.
Here we go.
Come on.
Nice try by Mike on the block, really, but too much power. Big wind-up, big smash. Boy, it's an unusual serve. He's got all kinds of topspin on that ball. This is big hands. So much rotation, which results in speed.
So now 9 serving 5.
Formula. What happened there?
Tonight.
We got a net.
Yep. It's going to go over to Selectra. Joy Binder will serve. 5 serving 9. Good save.
Is it block?
Oh.
No block.
No block. It went right into the net.
Yeah. 4 hits.
So they'll switch sides at 6-9. Selectra down 3 points will serve. This is game number 2. Selectra won the first one.
This has been a good rotation for them with Joy in the service position. Nice up. Oh,
Too
tough
far.
set.
Oh, and he just muscled it
Kept
over.
it alive.
So
Little joust at the net.
Another joust at the net.
Yep.
Both hands on it, and just a little more push
Yep.
from David Jack.
See what happens here. Yep. Jeez.
7 serving 9. He's got some power.
Yeah. Oh, that was a tough set. They might have called hands on that. No, they called 4.
So 8-9. Selectra back in this match now.
Good serve.
HCT.
Right up. Here
Right
comes
up.
Ted. Oh, nice
Keeps it in,
save.
and it's going to go over.
See if they can take advantage of it.
Nice dink, and it goes out.
All day. Halfway up, Ted figured it out, but still couldn't turn around quick enough to do anything about it.
Yep. He knew it. 9 serving 8 now. HCDS on the serve. Good set.
There we go.
Good night.
Unbelievable.
They just could set them that perfectly, point
Yep.
after point. There'd be no competition here.
Yep. Well, you got to try to get everybody involved, and of course,
Absolutely.
Ted's an excellent player as well, but been a number of times when the ball's been set to David a little too far off the net. It seems to be the difference between whether they score or whether they side out. Touch.
Got the touch. So side out comes to HCDS. They lead 9-8. This is the competitive fours at the Beach Volleyball Blowout. ESPN2, Time Warner Cable, bringing it to you.
Great sponsors, all for RLS Career Center. I don't know if we mentioned it, but this is, my understanding is this is the #1 fundraising activity of the year for RLS Career Center. So it's the 5th year, and making all kinds of money for a good cause. Really exciting opportunity. Proud to be part of it.
You're one of the co-directors.
Yes, my partner Steve Brace. Got to mention his name. And myself. Steve's been actually with RLS in this tournament for 5 years, and this is my 4th. It's Steve shagging the ball right now, tossing it in. Does a little everything around here. JJ's going way back to set up for this serve. See if he's going to do something a little different.
Ooh, that would have been out for sure.
Bad decision. She knows it.
So a switch of sides. As it's 11-9. And HCDS needs this game to extend it to a 3rd game. The AC Carrier Corporation, one of our big sponsors for the event.
Actually, they had 3 teams here today. This is the Carrier 1 team. I think they had a team in the intermediate 6s, and I think they also had a team in the recreational 6s as well. We had 3 divisions throughout the day, so we really had something for everyone. People who like to just come out and have fun, and people who like to compete and you know, really are involved in volleyball. You know, people like we're seeing right now in our competitive fours. So it's a nice tournament that way because you know, it really gives everybody an opportunity to come out.
Paige Carson on the serve, quick set, and the block goes out. So HCDS finding a little momentum here. They'll serve up 12-8. They've distanced themselves a little bit. Need to try and take this game now.
A little wide, still puts it down.
They didn't try and really wind up on that one. He just found a good angle and put it down hard.
Yeah, I think he's been a little bit discouraged with some of these sets that have been way off the net. So instead of pounding the ball, he's decided to play a little bit smarter when the set's not perfectly to his liking.
Big jump serve, but JJ manages to keep it going.
Great up by Paige.
Big save by Paige. She'll bump it over.
Keep it alive.
That's set a little deep.
Oh,
JJ still hits it down.
I think Ted made a good decision there because I think the ball would have been in, but he just really wasn't in position to play it.
So back to 12, serving 8. There's a look at Tracy Van Dyke.
And it's Jim Van Dyke is our down ref today, so her husband's actually roughing the match. Great defense. Again. Oh, what are you doing?
Ooh, don't poke that over.
Is that 4? No?
They did not call it 4.
No. First one was considered a block.
So
They got lucky there.
They sure did.
Yeah, Ted made a tough decision on the first ball over.
So HCDS 2 points away from securing game number 2. They lead 13-8. They have the serve. Nice deep serve.
He'll make up for it here. Nice play. Nice hit.
So Brenda Van Druff can't come up with a dig. It'll go over to Zelectra.
Yeah, right cross court, all the way from one side to another. Brenda just a little bit on the reach.
Side out, we got to change tape. Good.
What happened? Ball into the net.
That'll switch it over. And we're going to have to take a quick timeout. 13-8 your score. Timeout right here on Time Warner Cable Sports. Well, welcome back to Oneida Shores Lake Park for the competitive fours finals. We're in game number 2. Zelectra won the first game 16-14. I'm Jim Lurch, joined by Rob Malvasi, and a beautiful day we have here, Rob. It's really turned out nice, and what a competitive final we have.
Yeah, we had some tough weather in the morning, and everybody stayed positive, and as the day came on, the afternoon got here, it's really turned out to be a lovely day, and again, outstanding competition, and over 30 teams have come out to support a great cause, and Carrier Corporation and ESPN2, Time Warner Cable. We've had a lot of wonderful people involved in the event. It's been really an outstanding day.
Zelectra on the serve, trailing 13-8.
Oh,
nice high set.
Play.
She got that set straight up.
That's good. That's good.
Off the net, and a point finally for Zelectra. They close 9 serving 13. We'll reset the lineups. For Zelectra, David Jack, Joy Binder, Paige Carson, and Ted Binder. And for HCTDS, it's J.J. O'Connell and Mike Keating, along with Brenda Van Druff and Tracy Van Dyke. And Ted Binder on the jump serve. Close to the net, and no call on that. It's going to go against Zelectra.
The refs are looking at each other. No, it's a point. Yeah, they give him a point.
So we had Tracy Van Dyke going against David Jack at the net there.
Yeah, I kind of missed it. I had the down ref in my vision area, so I'm not quite sure what happened on that one.
Well, it came over. He just hit it into the net.
And then it just landed on.
And it just landed on his side. Yep.
Okay.
But the question was, did Brenda touch it?
I see.
Touch the net, because she was right up there and was going up for a block.
Well, it's kind of interesting because if the ball takes the net into the player, it's not considered a net call. If the player takes themselves into the net, it's considered a net call. So maybe that was what they were questioning. Nice up. He'll play it smart here. Just keep it alive.
Nice set.
Hit here.
Oh, instead of slamming it, he positioned it well, went for the back right corner. And it's a point game for HCDS.
Let's see if JJ goes with the jump serve or he plays it safe.
He'll go big, I think. Yep. Slams it way off the court. Oh, goodness. Bad time for that. He enjoys it.
He's laughing.
He's allowed to make a couple of mistakes. He's played a terrific match.
He's played very well all day. Smart player.
Paige Carson, the lefty, will serve it. Nice low serve. There's a good set. Goes to JJ outside.
Block.
And it was touched.
Touch, rather, yep.
So another chance. Game point here for HCDS. They are yet to beat Zelectra today. Have lost 2 games to them, including one of them in the first game of this final. Also met them earlier in the tournament. Trying to break the ice here. 14-10.
Hey, Mike goes with a jump.
Nice low one. Good set for Ted.
Here's Ted.
Not going to stop
No
that.
problem.
So Zelectra responds, and they'll get the serve back.
Again, David Jack gets a lot of attention, but Ted is an outstanding hitter. Way out of the sand, powers the ball straight down.
David to serve. Nice easy serve. Short set. Ooh.
A little missed timing there.
Can still play it here. Good set. Back to JJ. Dink.
Again.
And he nails it right inside the line.
Jeez, I didn't keep track of that, but it's got to be 6, 7, 8 times today, that exact same play. It's been there all day for him.
Tracy Van Dyke to serve.
Game point, right?
For the game. 14-10 again. Deep serve. Wow, they're out of position
Look
here.
out.
Was it in?
Oh, man.
It was out. So that is the game. HCDS wins it. 15-10. He pounded it.
Jeez.
But it was no good. So split the first two games.
Gonna do it again.
16-14, now 15-10. We'll take a timeout. We come back. The rubber match of the competitive fours finals right here on Time Warner Cable Sports. Welcome back to Oneida Shores Lake Park in Brewerton, New York. Time Warner Cable Sports and ESPN2 bringing you the beach volleyball blowout. Let's go to our sponsors. Our regional sponsor is Carrier Corporation. Carrier, known for their global leadership, headquartered in Syracuse, New York. And how about those corporate sponsors? KPMG Pete Marwick LLP, the global leader in accounting, tax, and business advisory services. Niagara Mohawk, serving Central New York and helping you get the best of energy. Price Waterhouse LLP, where the companies that range from the largest multinational to the most innovative startups turn for professional services. Stearns & Wheeler, practical solutions for a changing environment. Green and Seifter, and Onondaga County Parks. We thank them all for sponsoring today's event as we get ready for the third and final game of our match, the competitive fours, and it's been a great matchup so far. As Electra took the first match, or the first game, I should say, 16-14. HCDS comes back and wins 15-10 in game number 2. This one will be rally play. So every time that ball hits the ground, a point will be scored. You do not have to have the serve to score a point. HCDS on your left.
Right away.
And a quick spike and a point for Electra, 1-0.
Well, this is where you go with your strength. You've been here all day. You've played 9, 10, 11 matches. You got $1,000 on the line. You go with your strength.
Mike tries to go deep. It does not land in. Oh, they called a touch, though.
Oh, I missed that.
1-1.
Well, that's why they're reffing. They have the view. They have the knowledge.
Well, no argument from Electra.
You know, I got to mention, too, Peg DeFurry on the other side is, you know, reffing at the court level. Usually in volleyball, you see the referee up on a stand, so actually it's a little bit of a disadvantage from a reffing standpoint to see what's going on at the top of the net.
Right here.
That'll be next on our list of things to get up here as an official stand.
And a big hit by David Jack. Ooh. That one's going to tattoo somebody if you try and get in front of it. 2-1, Electra leads.
And again, we're at a great facilities up here at Oneida Shores. The nets are set up all day, and county park system has been very accommodating, so I encourage people to come up, and whether you're a beginner or an intermediate or advanced, and take up the game outdoor volleyball up here at Oneida Shores.
Good rally going here. Quick set to Mike.
Nice save.
Good save by Paige.
Yeah, that's where those outdoor rules, a little bit more flexibility now.
Now JJ again, a beautiful dink, drops it in over the block. 2-2.
Boy, if Electra loses this match, Ted's going to be thinking about that play the rest of the day.
Look at that.
Constantly.
On the way down, boom.
Constantly.
Ball goes right over. Nice change of pace. 2-2 in game number 3 of this, the deciding game. Now Ted gets serious. He takes the shirt off.
Yeah, he wasn't at all happy about that last play. He'll make up for it here.
Point for Electra. And they'll switch sides, 3-2.
Really, in a lot of ways, it's been power versus finesse. So this Electra's really got outstanding power, but Mike and JJ have been really playing smart plays all day long, especially JJ. And of course, the ladies on both teams have really done an outstanding job of keeping the ball alive and getting the ball up to the net. Another excellent pass, another excellent set.
Nice deep hit.
Let's see what Tracy does here.
Good set. They go deep again.
Look out.
Nice angle hit.
Yeah.
That's David Jack again. We mentioned earlier, married to Felicia Leggett Jack, the assistant coach of the basketball Orange Women. Also, we should congratulate her. She was just inducted into the Syracuse Sports Hall of Fame.
Yeah, congratulations to her. That's great. I was taking a look at that last block. You know, when one person's blocking against David Jack, it's really undoable. It's not doable at all. And again, that's the difference between the indoor and the outdoor game. You're going to see on it, when David Jack goes up to hit indoors, you'll see 3 people on an indoor court attempting to block him. Here you'll get one, maybe two once in a while. Great play.
JJ plastered Page with that hit.
I think he went over in two.
5-3. Electra on top. Electra to your left. HCDS to your right.
And as you mentioned earlier, Jim, with the rally scoring, it's going to go a lot quicker here. Probably going to be equally as competitive, though, because it's still staying close.
Ted, too deep. Nobody touched it. 5-4.
Tough spot.
It's going out, but it's not getting high.
Ball sails out of play. See if we can get a new ball in here.
Yeah, we've had a lot of wet weather in the morning, and there's a little bit of a creek down there. I think the ball might have got close to it. Let's see if Ted can make up for that play.
Left-handed serve. Good
Go
set, look out. And he pokes it over for a change.
Nice play, Brenda. Oh, we got him under the net now. We got any interference?
What are we going to get here?
Carries?
The referees are talking it over.
All right. I didn't really get a good look. Let's see here.
The officials are going to have a
It's legal
conference
at
here.
that point. Could that have been a carry? Could that have been interference under the net?
I think that's what they're talking about, is was it interference?
And who would the interference be on? Nope, they're not sure. When in doubt, call a replay.
Well, there you go. That's a good way to do it.
Yeah, I really didn't. I mean, they definitely hit each other. Whether it affected the play was
Right.
what was not being able to be determined.
So 4 serving 5.
Right off.
Great dig.
That's outstanding.
JJ now, chance to spike, goes
Here's
deep.
another one. He'll
Wow.
go at him again.
Here
they
comes
go
another.
again.
Boom. Forget it. Oh, man. David
Can only
Jack
go at him so long.
taking no prisoners. 15 years on the Jamaica national team. 6-time All-American. And he is showing his stuff. Boom. Man, that thing was about, if I had to guess, I'd say somewhere upwards of 70 miles an hour going down to the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there. And actually, I've got to say, I've seen him hit him harder.
How about those camera guys out in the sun all day? We've had some long matches today. And Time Warner production crew doing a great job as always.
Yeah, it's great that they come out. Appreciate the support.
And that goes long. So 7-4 now. Electra taking a little bit of control of this match. Rally play to 15.
Pretty casual, really, for what's on the line here. First place is $1,000.
And that landed in. Up
Yes.
the line serve. That's the one part of David's game. Maybe might need a little work. It doesn't seem to have in mind what he's going to do on a serve.
Yeah, well, I've
Seems to
seen
go
him
up there and
gone
just
with a
hit it.
big jump serves in past years. I don't know whether it's fatigue or may even be holding back a little bit here. You know, because I've seen him in competitive doubles where he's played some really outstanding teams, and he is just unbelievable.
5 serving 8 now. It's Electra on top.
All right.
Ted hits
That's
it into
gotta
the
feel
block.
good about that one.
9-5. Now Joy Binder's wife will serve here. They lead by 4.
I don't think she's missed a serve all
Quick
day.
set. Ooh, and David right there for the block. Sends it right down into the middle of the court. 10-5. Little change up sides every 5 points. Let's see the replay. Look at this. Quick set. Look at him up. He knew it right away.
Plenty of time.
Beautiful. Good look at David there. He's working up a sweat.
Sun's back out.
Electra on the serve, leading 10-5.
A little tight.
That went off the block.
Yeah.
Make it 10-6.
Mike muscled it right through.
Right there.
These two teams, a lot of chatter going on.
Yeah,
between
they're all
the two
good
of them.
friends, really.
Good friends talking to each other.
You know, they're here for a good cause. I mean, they're playing for $1,000 and $500 for second place, but they're here to have fun as much as anything else.
Look out.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful set.
JJ's talking to himself. No, he's talking to Mike.
Look at this.
Take a look at this
Look
one.
at the power. Boom.
Jeez.
That just springs off his hand.
Again, he's got those big hands and that unbelievable rotation on the ball.
11 serving 6. Good serve, had a lot of top spin. And that was in, right on the back line. JJ
Man, can he play?
planted that. HCTS gets a point. 7 serving 11. Like the other two games, I'm sure this is going to go right down to the wire.
Yeah, in this one, there's no cap, so you have to win by 2.
Soft serve almost fooled him.
Smart play if it's in.
And it was out.
Great
Just wide.
idea. All kinds of open space back there.
This has been a contrast in the smart play of HCTS and the power of Selectra. Selectra getting the best of it in this game. 12-5 they lead. Good set. Off the block. Make it 12-8.
David was right there too. Looks like he hit the bottom part of his wrist. He was actually up too high. Yeah. When it hits on your hands, you can kind of place the ball back into the defensive side. If it hits down below your hands and your wrist area, then it's going to just bounce in any direction.
Nice look from behind the court.
Another great pass. Look at this set.
Ooh, right there.
Brenda.
And then they, trying to drop it in on the second hit, but it went wide.
Boy, that's a lot of courage.
13-8. What Brenda just saying, huh? Don't really matter. David to serve, low serve. Tough one to handle.
Smart play, Tracy.
Poke over, and they find the hole.
Play. See, Tracy sets all year long on the USA women's team, so she's smart enough to know right away that the ball's going to come off the net. She's in position to play it, even though it was a terrible pass. She was able to do something really positive with it.
Big spike. You got to have such soft hands.
Yeah.
If you're a setter.
Yeah. Well, form follows function, and I'm really not that tall, and I played volleyball, so I was kind of forced to be a setter and a passer, and Tracy's in a similar situation, and after you set for a while, you really learn how to do it.
Match point here. Selectra can get it, and that is out, and that will do it. 15-9, Selectra does it. They end the tournament with an 8-1 record, and they will collect $1,000. Congratulations to both teams. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we shall present the checks to the winning and losing teams tonight. All that and more coming up next on Time Warner Cable Sports. Well, welcome back to Oneida Shores Lake Park, and we are here to present the runners-up and the winners with their checks. And Rob, you are the master of ceremonies. Take right over.
Well, I'd like to say congratulations, and on behalf of ESPN2 and Time Warner Cable, here's your check for $500.
So congratulations. Our runner-up team of the competitive fours. Fierce matchup today. And now, Rob, time to present the check to the winners today.
Yes, and again, on behalf of ESPN2 and Time Warner Cable, here is a check for $1,000.
Wow, 1,000 smackaroos. We wonder what they're going to do with that money. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much. Thanks, Rob.
Well, let's thank all our sponsors as well. I'm Jim Lurch, along with Rob Bervesi. And Rob, a couple of special thanks. Sports Radio 620 WHEN, Syracuse New Times, Plainville Farms, Brine Volleyball, and Oneida Shores Park, Onondaga County Parks. We thank you for joining us. We'll see you again right here on Time Warner Cable Sports.